Hey everybody, welcome back to Home Studio Pro. This time around, I'm giving you a sample and a review of the Rode Lavalier II microphone that I'm wearing and you're hearing right now. Yeah, I know the U87 is right in my face. That's for a reason, because I'm going to actually A/B these two, which is totally not fair in just a second. I mean, you could buy like 35 of these for the price of one of these, but I do eventually want you to hear that comparison. But again, as of right now, you are hearing the Lavalier II microphone as part of this video. But just to explain this mic, I recently got it as part of a Rode Wireless Go 2 kit. You have to buy it separate, but I wanted a really good lavalier mic for that wireless kit. I love the Rode brand. I like the accessories it comes with, its own pop filter, obviously the clip, a little dead cat mini furry for this microphone in windy situations, and the nice zip case to go along with those little ID rings. Now I have found that those are great color coordination to know which mic is which, but those love to fall off for some reason, and I wish they would stay on better. But it comes with all the bells and whistles you would hope for and expect in a lavalier microphone. Let's cover some of the main features of this Lavalier II. Number one, it's omnidirectional, so its pickup pattern right now, and the front address is pointing like literally right at you in the camera, but it's picking up from all different regions as opposed to being very pointed like a supercardioid, but you know, typically lavaliers are omnidirectional. It's got a good frequency response all the way on the low end down to 20 hertz. I mean, that's the spec on this mic, 20 hertz to 20,000 hertz. So you're getting that frequency response from the Lavalier II. It does have about 27 dBA of self noise, and I'll be quiet here for a second and let you kind of get an idea of the room tone. This is not a sound insulated room, but it is a sound treated room, so consider that with everything you're hearing. Okay, this microphone runs on plug-in power, anywhere from 1.8 to 5 volts. I found that it's got a great build quality. I mean, I'm somebody who has been in the field producing content for more than 20 years. I've beat up some equipment over my time, especially wireless packs and lavalier mics. I think this, as a personal purchase, it's going to last the long term. Yeah, I'm going to treat it well, but it's built for the long term. And then it's also plug and play, which I'll describe in just a second. You can plug this right into the Rode Wireless kit. You can plug this into a number of different things, including your iOS device, and it's going to work right out of the box. Let's take a look at that frequency response, 20 hertz to 20,000 hertz. It's got a little bit of a boost on the low end, and I really like its sound. And again, you're hearing this all right now completely unprocessed. In just a second, through post-production, I will do some processing on a sample and let you kind of get a taste of what it sounds like with some EQ, maybe some compression. But it's got a nice little push, I don't know, in the 5, 6, 7, 8, 9K up to 10K region. Give you a little bit of sparkle, some clarity with the voice. And like I said, it's got the low end that's present, so it's not going to be hollow on the bottom end. It's going to give you more of like a condenser type sound, which I really can appreciate. Some considerations about the Lavalier II. Number one, it's nice and compact. Some lavs you wear and they're like this big, or they're a funky color and they stand out. Yeah, I mean, you can see this as I'm wearing it, but it's not obnoxious. It's not overly done. It looks great on camera. This looks normal and presentable. And you know what? I've got it with the wind foam on right now. Why do I even have that? That's a great question. Hang on. I really don't need that here. I'm in the studio. Where's the wind going to hit me? And I'm not going to obviously blow a plosive on it because I'm not even talking in that direction. So maybe it sounds different to you right now with the windscreen off. The wind foam off, I should say. It's a front address lavalier. Now that's important to know, and I actually prefer that because it's pointing this direction. A lot of lavalier microphones, a lot of Sonys especially, they're pointing up as mounted on a typical button-up shirt like this. So it's kind of blocking, your body would be blocking some of maybe the sound, and the pattern that it's trying to pick up would somewhat be blocked by your body. Here, it's literally capturing everything out in front of me because the capsule on this microphone is pointing this way. You can see it, it's right there. It's front facing. So it's a front address lavalier microphone. Cord length, I love it. Not too long, not too short. This is not meant for me to run all the way into a camera. In fact, actually right now it's running from here just across the desk into the back of the ATEM. So I do want to warn you, I like the cord length because I can plug a wireless pack or plug it into a wireless pack, put that right on my belt. I don't have a bunch of cord hanging off me, but don't expect that this is going to be 10, 15, 20 feet. I think it's only about 5 or 6 feet to get to the mic pack and not a camera that's farther away. The cord quality, believe it or not, this is important. You get a frail cable and you like kink it up the wrong way or bend it or step on it or roll a chair over it. It could be done just like that. I think there's even some Kevlar coating on this cord of this microphone, which I greatly appreciate. It ups the durability of it, ups the longevity of it. So the cord quality is also good. It's nice and flat too. It's a flat cable, a little bit rubbery. I like the texture. And yeah, compatibility. You can plug this with an adapter into an iOS device. So you can use this, in my case, straight into like an ATEM Pro switcher and mixer, or a camera, or a wireless system. It is built to go into pretty much anything at a professional level that it can be plugged into. So I do appreciate that. Okay, now we're going to get into some microphone comparisons. As I referenced before, everything up to this point you're hearing is the microphone completely dry, raw, unprocessed. There hasn't been anything added to it. But give me a second here. And through the magic of post-production, like I'm not doing it here and now, but I will do it on the video after the fact, I'll add a little bit of EQ. I'll make kind of a V-shaped curve. I'll add some compression. I will touch up this signal. I will touch up how this microphone sounds. Like as you're hearing it right now, I've edited this part. Spoiler alert, this should sound different, hopefully. This should sound a bit optimized. And this is the sound that you're capable of getting from this microphone if you add a little bit of EQ and post-production. Okay, let's snap out of that. Let's go back to that raw sound. And now we're gonna do something totally different here. Stand by. Okay, now you're hearing me through the Neumann U87 AI. You're hearing me now through this mic, not through this anymore. This is a broadcast quality, not more than broadcast, this is a recording studio quality microphone that, yeah, has a price point of about 35 times greater than the Rode Lavalier. So it's meant to sound different. The diaphragm on this thing alone is 7, 8, 9, 10 times the size of this mic and its capsule. This is meant for a totally different thing, but it just goes to show you the two different sounds you would get from a lavalier mic in my home studio versus a large diaphragm condenser. And yeah, I use the large diaphragm condenser for a reason, but now you know the difference. Okay, we'll move on and I'll switch. Okay, that was a lot of buttons to be pushing all at once there, but hopefully that worked out, and hopefully you appreciated this sample of the Rode Lavalier II microphone. Again, I purchased this because I wanted it to go with my wireless kit. I've loved the way it sounds so far. I've used it mostly in the field, actually never in this home studio situation, but I like the way it sounds. I highly recommend it. Rode is a great brand, and I think they've really hit the mark here with the Lavalier II. Thanks for being here on the channel. Subscribe before you leave. I'd really appreciate that. Thumbs up on this video if it provided you value, and I will hope very much to see you next time.